What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's had a great Thirsty Thursday. Tomorrow is finally frickin' Friday. The weekend is almost upon us. Another week is in the books, and I've been down here working on the red brick house, and it's changed. Oh my goodness. Today was a great day because I was dealing with some shit. Really. The sewer line. Got the pipe cracker and cracked the pipes and stuff on there, and working on getting the new waste lines and stuff put in and the new supply lines. And man, I tell you, it's just, I have my wife who is the love of my life. I'm telling you, that red brick house is right up there too. It's so cool, and I can't wait till it's done and I can have people come by and see the place and stuff, because it just amazes me knowing that when that house was built, the known world ended just a few miles over there. That there were only 21 states in the Union. There weren't any railroad accidents because there weren't any railroads. The C&O Canal, they hadn't even started digging the C&O Canal. So you're talking about the birth of our country. Anyway, it's not what you guys tuned in here for, is reminiscing about the red brick house. This whole Bijan Robinson, I'm not the mock draft guy. I don't. I'm just not. I'm just not that guy. Because they get to be ridiculous, because literally, if you put out 20 of them, one of them's bound to be right. With someone, because, I told you we were going to get, but you said we were going to get 25 other guys in that spot. But the one that keeps popping up is Bijan Robinson. And I'm not going to dispute that he's not a game-changing running back and really, really good. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm hoping that he's gone before we have the opportunity to draft him. And you may say that I'm crazy, but I'm telling you that big-name first-round running backs, it's not that they're not skilled. It's not that they can't do a job. But here's the problem. When you draft a guy in the first round, you're expected to get dividend right now. And sometimes when you draft a guy, you're saying, my job's on the line because I'm the one that said to draft that guy. So we need to play him, and he needs to get numbers so that way I look good. Now, granted, we got Jerry and Stephen Jones, who they're not worried about their jobs because this is kind of like a hobby. And it's not like there's anybody above them that can fire them, as we know. So they don't have that pressure. But you have to justify using that number one draft pick on them. And here's the thing for me. If you draft him at number one, that impact player who's going to play more than 25 runs a game is not there. That's the problem. That you use that number one pick for a guy that does need help too. As much as people think, running back is, great running back's going to do great things. Well, Barry Sanders was an incredible back. Got 2,000 yards twice. No playoffs. Wins. 0. Zilch. Barkley in his 5 years. 1 playoff win. Zeke Elliott in his time. 2. Derrick Henry. I don't think Derrick Henry, he's been in the playoffs a couple times. I don't think he's ever been part of a playoff win either. So, for me, what I'm hoping is, this is the Johnny Manziel. Because here's the good thing for guys like me and Law and YouTubers. We don't have any tie directly with the teams. By that I mean, sometimes you kind of have to be careful what you say, and sometimes you have to kind of toe the company line. And this is the disinformation time. When you have Mike McCarthy saying, I'd rather run the football, and win games. I'm sorry, that's baffling with bullshit. There is nothing in Mike McCarthy's DNA or his resume that says, I want to run the football. It's just not. We're talking about a guy who normally passes 65 to 70% of the time. Now, he's been, of course, under control because we had Kellen Moore. Now, there's a different way of doing these passing. It's more controlled, where it's timing routes as opposed to stop routes. It's a lot of the passes are kind of like elongated handoffs. You're gonna have swing passes and in the slot passes and things that are going to be like 1, 2, 3, fire the football, where you're getting rid of the ball quickly and getting the hands of guys to make plays. As opposed to how many times you see, a curl route where, a receiver goes down and literally all of them are curling. Their momentum is going back to the line of scrimmage. It's not going down the field. They got to catch the ball and now turn and make a play. That's not this one. This one is you're on a slant route and you're catching the ball here in space and you've already got a head of steam. So the Bijan Robinson is just a distraction. It just is. So I think, for me, I believe they're actually going for the offensive line. It would not surprise me to see 2 years in a row that they go for an offensive lineman and they go for a guard and try and get a lights out player. If you look at the Cowboys, Tony Romo got beat down. They did two things to try and help Tony Romo. They fixed the offensive line. They got Tyron Smith. They got Zach Martin. They got Travis Frederick. Then they said, okay, we'll get a running back so that way we'll take the load off him. Problem was, it was too late. Tony Romo finally succumbed to all those injuries and things. And I think they're doing that same thing with Dak Prescott. They're trying to go ahead and get it so, okay, quarterbacks are hard to find. Let's make sure we can keep this guy upright, and let's give him some weapons that he can use. That's my thought. And you can either agree or not agree. That's fine. I'm just putting my 2 cents here. I'm not in my mama's basement. I'm in my mother-in-law's house. Okay? So, there's that. So, and until we get the red brick house finished, then I'll be at my mother-in-law's house. Okay? See, I got her cracking over there. All right, good people. I'm going to keep it short tonight. I'm going to get up early in the morning, hit some work, and then I'll be back home in the man cave, and we'll be doing our live stream from there. And we got a lot to talk about because the draft is less than 3 weeks away. Remember, tell the people you love them.
I love you.
Love you too, baby. Because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. And if you're interested, definitely check out Joe Boo's day job because, man, it's changing every day. If you looked at it, 6 months ago when Michael was falling through the kitchen floor, and now, he's doing the 2-step on the floor, 2-stepping, with lights and stuff in there and ceiling fans. And now I got the sewer line hooked up and inspection tomorrow. It's changing. It's changing. And I can't wait to get it done. See you guys soon. Peace.